What is a true fact so baffling, it should be false? There is a 1 in roughly 5.2 to the 61st power chance that if you were to slap a table, all of the molecules in your hand and the table would miss each other and your hand would go through it. Story time. I learned this fact from a deep intellectual conversation with my engineering class 2 years ago, so there very well could be some kind of detail I'm missing here, but nonetheless, what I said is theoretically true. So if I slap a table 52 novemdecillion times, I might phase through it just once. I'll take those odds. Edit. Apparently that would be known as 52 novemdecillion. Neat. There used to be a radioactive energy drink called Rad. Thought that was in the US market for a decade from 1918 to 1928. Some of the more prominent users had to be buried in lead coffins. Giant squids have a donut-shaped brains. Their esophagus can run through the middle. If they try to swallow too large a bite of food, they can get brain damage. You can boil water in a paper cup over an open flame. I thought witchcraft was outlawed. The gravity of black holes is so great that it literally bends light around the black hole, so that if you could somehow stand close enough to a black hole and look straight ahead, you would actually see the back of your own head. Finally, I could shave my own neck. More people died making the V-2 rockets during WW2 than were killed by them. Taser is actually an acronym for Thomas A. Swift's electric rifle. T-A-S-E-R. Only 4 people have been to the Challenger Deep, the deepest part of the ocean. One of those people is James Cameron, the director of Titanic. There is no universally accepted definition of vegetable. It's a cultural and culinary term, and varies from place to place. If my son hates it, it's a vegetable. Problem solved. There were more planes destroyed in World War II than there are currently intact planes on Earth today. If you earned $1 every second, it would take 2,921 years to have more money than Bill Gates. 17-inch pizza is bigger than 2 12-inch pizzas. Horses can't vomit. Rats are also unable to vomit. If sound could travel through space, the roar of the sun would be deafening even though it's 93 million miles away. Edit. Because space is a vacuum. Sound can't travel through a vacuum. Edit again. Obviously lots of other things in the universe would change, and yes, presumably other stars and planets would make noise too. We'd probably all die screaming as the Earth itself imploded from the pressure of traveling so fast through a universe that wasn't a vacuum. Last edit. Yes, Jesus Christ, Rick and Morty, as hundreds of you have pointed out. You see your nose all the time, but your brain just ignoring it. Well, not anymore, thanks. My nose is actually annoying me now. You can fit every planet between the Earth and Moon, including all the gas giants. But if you lined up all of Jeff Bezos's money from end to end, it wouldn't fit between the Earth and Moon. It could go to the Moon and back 34 times. Jeff Bezos has enough money to make a ladder to the Moon. And to make it out of money. In dollar bills or pennies. Dollar bills. Jeff Bezos's pennies could go to the Moon and back roughly 207 times. Sharks have been around longer than trees. Sense of smell is molecular, meaning that molecules of what you are smelling are actually inside of your body as a result of smelling them. Think about that the next time you enter a public restroom. Little farts. Little bits of ass in your head. There is a jellyfish that lives forever. Can live forever under certain circumstances. If you could fold a piece of printer paper in half 103 times, it would be the width of the observable universe. Police are not legally obligated to help anyone. That threw me off, but it's true. Supreme Court ruled that they have no obligation to help anyone. Crazy. 99% of men have an above-average-sized penis according to a self-reported survey. The brain named itself. The US spends $600 billion in defense per year, which is more than the next 7 biggest spenders combined. There is a non-zero possibility that you could molecularly decompose or fall apart. Your atoms could all suddenly combust. Your atoms could align perfectly with the chairs so that you could fall through it. It is so unfathomable how unlikely it is, but it is still possible. Also, look up Joe Rogan explaining infinity. Might keep you up at night. Polar bears are left-handed. All of them. Edit. Whoops, turns out this isn't true. I am a fraud and a hack. Please like, comment and subscribe, or don't, it's up to you.